in the divine right to rule.
In the divine right to rule. In the divine right to rule.
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump, we're all cut from the same cloth.
Alexander the Great, his mother, she worshipped in a temple where they revered serpents.
And Rh negative blood is one of the most unusual blood types.
Then the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
The very fact that an Rh negative mother, her body would actually try to kill an Rh positive baby generates bizarre scenarios. How on earth could this happen? It suggests somewhere in our lineage that the Rh negatives and the Rh positives are perceived as being profoundly different. And also, studies of Rh negatives suggest that they have lower than normal blood pressure, lower than normal pulse. In a number of cases, they have an extra vertebra in their back.
Rh negative is very rare. Most of the world didn't have it until colonization started in the 15th century. Rh negative didn't exist in the Americas, that it didn't exist in Southern Africa, it didn't exist in Asia. It was only in Europe, so it spread out from there. Out of Africa, that theory has it that all human beings originated in Africa, Southern Africa, Sub-Sahara. They're all Rh positive. They don't have any Rh negative. Where did Rh negative evolve then?
15% of the humans have Rh negative blood. 15%. And scientists have no idea where it came from. What they do believe is that if you have that, you may have been evolved from a different kind of species on this planet. Now, was that species put here, genetically altered, or was it just a natural formation of the planet in its evolutionary stage? Who knows? But the fact is that Rh negative people, and again, there's 15% of them on this planet, may have come from outside sources.
But there's a lot of discussion. I get people at conferences coming up to me all the time and they're saying, Ellie, what about Rh negative blood? And the reason why they say this is because on the internet there's all these papers written about Rh negative blood and somehow it's alien blood or Nephilim blood or all this other stuff. As a medical doctor, please address this.
So I've had some blood bank training and we cover Rh factor extensively, and it can be complex and a bit hard to explain, but it's human blood, it's not alien blood. You actually have, when you talk about Rh negative, what they're talking about is the D antigen, the RHD protein, which is it's a 12 transmembrane protein that
which means to the layman.
You have a red blood cell, and there's a membrane around the red blood cell, and then you've got all these different ion channels. You've got all these different receptors that are placed in the membrane, and the RHD protein, it's just a subunit with another gene that's right next to it. So RHD is on chromosome 1. And a long time ago, and it's not just in humans, it's in animals too, but it got copied, it got duplicated and inverted, and so it's next to another gene called the RHCE gene. So when we talk about the RH genes, there's like 50 different ones that are involved, but it's RHD that when we say someone is Rh positive or negative, they mean RHD.